Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here we are. This carpet is about 13 or 15 years old, and it's a fairly large job. I've got this whole upstairs area to do. We've got some areas of damage. You can see that seam lifting right there. Obviously, I would say probably a cat tearing at it here and there. There's a dog. We call those guys again, a border collie in the house, and the carpet was steam cleaned 4 years ago, and she was not happy with how that turned out. Got another damage here, lots of stains, lots of wear. There's a polyester, lots of spots and stains all over the place, and so it was steam cleaned about 4 years ago, she said, and about 6 years ago. And she wasn't happy with the results, by the way. Did I just say that? Yeah, she wasn't too impressed. But she had it cleaned 6 years ago by me. And she was very impressed. Thought the carpet turned out wonderful. But then, when they decided to get it cleaned again, 4 years ago, that's actually a really long time. They decided to get steam cleaning, and she didn't think it turned out very well. She just wasn't impressed. Didn't think it cleaned great. So this time, and the reason she chose the steam cleaner, the last time was they were a little bit cheaper. But as she said when I got here, she said you get what you pay for. And I'm not that much more expensive than what she would have paid anyway. I know that. And in the end, it's really, it's funny. I actually, this happens fairly often where I have people who I clean for whatever reason. They decided they're going to call someone else, either that I'm not available when they need me, or they just forget, or whatever. And then they get the carpet steam cleaned, and then next time they get it cleaned, they call us, and it's interesting because what they usually say is, the first thing they say is, I'm sorry. And as I said to the customer, I said, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've been at it 30 years, and I can't do all the work that comes our way anyway, so anyway, let's give it a clean. Now, there's so many stains on this carpet that I realized right away that I would need to do a two-step process rather than just stick with a green stripe pad. So I knew that I was going to use a hog's hair because it's the most effective at dealing with all these stains, because there's lots of stains. And so basically my view on this carpet is the whole carpet's a stain, so I clean it like that. And so this will give me, by doing it this way, going over it first of all with the fibre pad and applying my solution, then I'll follow that up with an extraction pad, which is going to give me plenty of dwell time between the actual scrubbing in step and the actual extraction step. And the hog's hair fibre pad is very effective. It is the most effective at dealing with stains. It's the one to go to if you really run into a carpet with lots of stains. Now, I did give any visible spots a zap with Suspend with the tractor sprayer, and then I increased the mix of the solution in the tank. This is the Von Schroeder Blue Label, neutral pH, hypoallergenic. It is odorless, green seal certified, and it's a plant-based product, and it is an end cap as well. Although they don't emphasize that aspect of it, but it is. It cleans very well. But I also did add an ounce of Odoban disinfectant deodorizer as well, because I figured that, well, it's been so long since the carpet was clean, And there is the dog. They didn't have a great cleaning job last time, so I got a suspicion that there could be an odor issue if I don't put something more into the carpet. And I'm kind of using the Odoban whenever I want to add a bit of an odor into the carpet. Deodorizing, and it dissipates pretty quickly. And I don't use much. 1 ounce per gallon is probably about the maximum I'd ever use anyway. I think you could use it at 2 or 3 ounces per gallon, but anyway, I don't think I've ever done that. But I think it's a good idea in this case to give it that little extra deodorizing treatment. So anyway, that looks like it's cleaning really well so far, but there were no stains on the hull there. In here is where we find the first batch of quite a few stains. Now I don't know this for sure, but I suspect that the Odoban actually does add to the cleaning ability of the product that I'm cleaning with. I don't know that for sure, but I think it does. So I do find that it tends to foam up a little bit more. So I think. But anyway, you can see so far there's quite a few stains here, and it looks like they're all coming out. And just take your time with this sort of a situation. Just let your rotary work that pad across the carpet so it does scrub really well. Remember, I'm running at 200 RPM right now, which is about 360 degree cleaning passes per second on the carpet. And one thing the customer did say to me, she doesn't expect miracles. She knows the carpet's pretty deteriorated, and it is. It is really worn, and it has a lot of stains on it. But I'll get most of the stains out. I don't expect I'll get them all out. But maybe I will. We'll do what we can. Looks like the stains are coming out all right so far. There's a stain just under the edge there. I didn't ever actually put the suspend on there before. I missed that one, so we'll let it sit. I may have to do that by hand. We'll see. It's a bit just about out of reach under that dresser there for the machine anyway. And then there's a stain right there. We'll just work our way across this way first. There, I just got it out. Whatever that was. And I definitely, absolutely know that you can get out stains more effectively with a rotary than you can with an OP. It just works better. And it won't. And I can, kind of work up the stain a little bit too without having to worry about tip blooming. Whereas one of the things I found when I was using my Vibe, when I would come into a situation like this where I had to slow down and kind of go over the spot, a little bit more and try and work it out. Yep. Tip bloom on the more, plusher carpets anyway. And that was it's one of the reasons why I thought, nope, not for me. Okay. I'm just gonna get over that spot there if I can just barely reach it there, I think. Oh yeah, looks like I got it out. Oh, good. Ah, good. Okay. We'll go 300 RPM, see if we like that. It gives me a little bit, a couple more passes per second. There's a couple of big stains in the middle over here. I'm assuming these might be from the dog. That'd be my guess. So the last guys I cleaned it, the steam cleaners, I know who they are because she told me the name, and I know they're one of these companies that does the coupon kind of a deal. Although I haven't seen them around much, nowhere near like they used to be. But I know they don't pre-vacuum. I know that for a fact. Most of those guys don't. I don't think anybody in my area does, actually. Maybe some do. I don't know that for sure, but I really don't think that they do. Boy, that's looking pretty good. There were some stains over there that I pre-treated, and they look like they've come out pretty good. Yeah, this is looking like it's cleaning very well, very well. And there's a little groove all over the place around the outside edge. That's what we call the Roomba rut. There's the Roomba docking port. And as the Roomba goes over the carpet, and I pointed it out to the customer, that spinning brush thing with its little nub on it, over time it'll actually make like a little groove around the perimeter of everything. And it's permanent. It's damaging the fiber actually. Well, people love their Roombas, you know. Ooh. I see a color right there. And again, that's why we want to have the light on your machine. Once you have the light, you'll never go back, I'm telling you. You'll wonder how you managed to clean without it, because you will see things. You will see things that you never saw before. In fact, one of the nice things about it is, because of the spotlight, I'll see urine stains that you just wouldn't see with the eye. And I have the UV light. It's just pretty much useless. You know, and I spent a good amount of money for that stupid thing. And I found it just, you know, it just doesn't have the power. And I suppose there's better ones out there now than what I've got, because I bought mine a while ago, but anyway, I can see urine stains very well with this, just with this spotlight, this floodlight here, because it really lights up the carpet. There's a lot of stains in this room, over by the desk. Ooh. Huh. That's weird. Suddenly, a whole bunch of solution came out of there. Huh. Interesting. Again, a bunch of stains over here. There's a color stain right there. Obviously somebody spilled something right up against that cabinet. I'm going to have to get in there with the doodle bug. That looks like. Yeah, looks like the stains all came out of here. All right. Okay, now we're going into the master bedroom. This room doesn't have so many stains in it. Now, my thought originally was that I would use an Iron Man to extract, but I think I'm not going to. I think I'm going to go to the green stripe pad. Because this carpet really isn't as soiled as I thought it was. It's mostly the wear that was making it look really dingy. I can see it really brightening up nicely, so I think the extra scrubbing action of the AstroTurf will be of greater benefit in this case. We'll see. We'll see. Better do that closet so I don't forget to do the closet. Done that before. Yeah, I get more of a foamy effect with, mind you, I've got more of the Von Trotter product in there. That's partly why I'm getting a more foaming. Plus, the Autobahn does foam a little bit too, which is fine. Just have to be aware of what you're doing with it. Don't over apply. A little goes a very long way, actually. And that's the beauty of one of the really great advantages of the shower feeding with the rotary is your solution just goes a long, long way. It really is very eye-opening when you, if you've been using a machine like a Vibe or any of the other machines that spray down like for commercial work or whatever, and you get the hang of using the rotary and shower feed, you'll be shocked at how much less solution you use. It's really quite dramatic, actually. So there's a fair amount of square feet here that I'm doing, so but I can cover the area pretty fast, as you can see. And it's physically easy to do this because I'm not really, there's no strain or stress or strain on me to move this machine. It's just it's quite effortless, actually. All I have to do is just kind of guide it. I have a Challenger. It's challenging to use. Yeah, little funny joke there. Yeah, and oh my, I mean, it really, I mean, there used to be a guy that would post all kinds of videos of cleaning with the Challenger, and I'm that was a few years back now, and well, I didn't realize just exactly how much of an effort it really required to use the Challenger, because I didn't own one at the time. But then I bought one. I found amazingly enough, one came up. Some guy had imported one from the U.S. He'd been down in the U.S. at a trade show, and he was an apartment manager, and somebody convinced him it was a good machine for him to have for cleaning the apartments that he was managing, and so he bought it. And he used it a little bit, not very much, but anyway, he for whatever reason, he thought, I think he sort of thought he was going to do carpet cleaning on the side as well, and then he realized it just wasn't the thing he wanted to do or whatever, and so he advertised it, and I thought, oh, I need to buy that thing. What's all the hype about it, as it were? And besides, it was an OP, and it was in good shape and everything, and I thought, okay, I can probably put that to use. And so I started using it a little bit, and oh my, it was like way more effort to even just to move it around on the carpet, you know. And then when you do a job like, say, a townhouse, and you're on the upper floor, the vibration of the orbital motion on the carpet, the customer sitting downstairs, and I was aware that it was doing that and all. And I go down there, and the customer's like, oh man, he says, that thing really makes a lot of noise, doesn't it? It's like, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay, now I just realized something. I used up way more solution than I realized. For some reason, I haven't figured it out yet, but for some reason this valve is sticking open sometimes. So I got this carpet wetter than I normally would. I don't like that. But anyway, I finished with this now. Let's go over here. Yeah, I got virtually nothing left. Let's feel the carpet. Oh, it actually doesn't feel that wet. Interesting. No, it doesn't. Isn't that interesting? Let's have a look at this fiber pad. Interesting. We'll put her down there. This was where I thought it was over wetting. Yeah, it's definitely wetter than I would normally like it. Interesting. Okay, I'll let you go because I gotta go grab the green stripe because I have a Iron Man here, but I'm gonna go and get the green stripe pad, and we'll do that as a separate video. So I'll let you go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.